Usually, actually, it's easier to move from academia to industry than from industry to academia. It's mainly because early years, people are publishing papers, etc. And in industry, there is a restriction what you could publish from your work, because it may be patent related or private information that they don't want it to be in the public. So it's a little bit harder to move from industry to academia. But academia to industry is typically easier. One of the best advices I got as a junior faculty member was from my dean, Dan Solomon, who is a ASA Founder Award winner and statistician. He was actually my department head who hired me. And then he became a dean when I became department head. But he, when he was the department head, he gave me the advice when I was taking sabbatical leave. He said, Sastry, don't go to another university for sabbatical leave. Go to an industry. So he encouraged me to go and work at Semitech, which is a semiconductor consortium where US was trying to beat Japanese in the semiconductor market at that time, and they needed statisticians to do quality control, experimental design, etc. So I went to Austin, Texas, in fact, for the Semitech for 1 year of sabbatical leave, so that I got the experience of what it is to work in an industry. And the thing that is it also gave me practical applications rather than proving theorems. So that's particularly the thing that I could bring it back to my classroom of the applications that we are doing. So the important thing there is that as a statistician, you're consulting. So going to industry would be a good move, because you're a good teacher, you're a good researcher. You can take those qualities and tools that you have from academia to go to industry. The advice I would give is build up your consulting skills, collaborative skills, communication skills, listening skills, etc., if they want to go into industry. But it's a good move if somebody wants to do it. I consider myself as a realistic optimist. I think things will continue to evolve and change. I always say, this too shall pass. I know, because the federal government, in terms of the grant funding, it's a challenge right now. I just say that this too shall pass. But does it have to be like a kidney stone? But it is painful. But the thing that I'm very optimistic is that, for example, the Senate put the money back for NSF and NIH. They're trying to do flat funding for them. So I would say that be adaptive and resilient. That's very, very important. Grant funding will come through. Some of the faculty are now doing GoFundMe for their own research. But the thing that is that it's very important that staying optimistic and continue to do work. Your research should be of high quality that journals are willing to publish, and funding agencies are willing to fund you. If now, for example, the wealth is shifted from grant funding agencies like NSF and NIH, and the wealth is shifting to corporations or the super rich, because the money is not going away, it's just shifting hands. So the question is that now you may want to focus on philanthropic funds, or it could be Gates Foundation. It could be various foundations that you may want to look for grant funding. But I also was actually advising the new deans and the other people to think about is like during COVID, we all understood the expectations have to change, whether it is about publications or whether it is about teaching, etc. We had to adjust the expectations. It can be the same. So the same way, if the grant funding is going to be tight for the next X number of years, universities have to adjust the expectations, but encourage faculty to take risks in going after the high risk, high payoff research than incremental research. So I would encourage people to stay optimistic, but continue to take risks in terms of getting good results that are impactful for the future.